Right. Hello, everyone. This is Alley here with a special episode of Spyro Reignited Trilogy. We're on Ripto's Rage. And currently, what this episode is in its entirety going to be about is about the one elusive trophy that a lot of people seem to be having trouble with, I myself included, is the bug control trophy, which, if you don't know, hello viewer. If you don't know, is
Bring it on.
Yeah, right. If you don't know, it's the one that involves us killing all the Dracolets. So it is in Crystal Glacier. That is the world we are in, which is in the Autumn Plains world. So we are going to go into this one. And the reason why I decided to do a special episode about this is because I have trouble with this trophy, and I seem to misunderstand what you needed to do for this trophy. And I did my research, and I think I made a conclusion about what this trophy really wants you to do, which can be confusing because the description for the trophy is vague. Anyway, hi second viewer. Alright, so unfortunately you have to do this nonsense, which is, if you haven't watched my other trophy video,
Hey Ollie.
hello.
So here.
Hey, you're in for your favorite episode, I tell you what. Anyhow, just make sure you kill off all these guys because you need to. So it's not exactly an option. You kind of have to do it. So anyhow, release all these guys. And once we get there, I will be telling you what I have discovered in my research. And we will see, out of my research, what reigns true in order to obtain this trophy. I have read many differing things. I have actually seen other videos that are tons more popular than mine, and they all have conflicting information about this trophy in particular. So I hope to discover with you guys today how to properly get this trophy and what exactly you need to trigger it. So there are a couple of things I will talk about, but first, we need to actually be able to activate the flight power-up over there. So we need to do 15 enemies in, and then we can get more in depth about this darn trophy that everybody seems to be having a problem with, myself included. Get the stupid rabbit. And get the stupid guy right here just because I can. Alright, Sparks is yellow. Alright, so one of the first things they usually tell us about this trophy is you have to talk to this guy in order for the trophy to, like, start. So basically, just go over here, talk to this guy. I'm not 100% sure if this is true or not, but some people have been claiming that the trophy did not pop for them, even though they did perfectly, but they didn't talk to this guy. So that could be a possibility. If this trophy is not popping for you, make sure you talk to this guy before you even attempt the flight. Hold on, I'm just looking at my notes here. Okay, so the trophy itself just says do it on one flight. Now, if you're like most people, you're probably going to assume that means in one lap. So that's what I assumed, and that's what I was actually trying to do in my last video. However, I've been reading from several sources that it can be as many laps as you want to. You can go through the power-up thing as many times as you want to, but the big takeaway is you cannot bump into anything. So you can't bump into a wall, you cannot touch the ground, even if you bump into a Draclet and, you know, it like kind of messes up your flight a little bit, like you were intending to kill him, but instead you kind of flew over him, that could count as a bump and unfortunately waive the trophy. So let's try not doing that. So instead, it seems like patience and possibly several loops around will get you this trophy. I'm going to attempt to get this trophy right now. I wasn't originally going to attempt to do this off screen simply because I thought it would take too much time. But I'm going to try it and see if I can get the trophy to pop. Otherwise, we are going to take these theories here that I have written down about this trophy and see if we can debunk some things or see if they are true. So I'm gonna take a sip of my drink before I start. And I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna go the regular way. From what I know, you can go either way as well, so that really shouldn't matter in terms of getting the trophy. But anyhow, just don't hit the ground. I missed that one. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna try to be as loser as possible. And as you see, I hit that Draclet, so I keep saying it like Dracula kind of in a way. So that possibly in itself may have voided the trophy already. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's very possible because I bumped that Dracula, that my flight was interrupted and they're right there, pretty much voided the trophy right there. So another question people usually have is, do I have to die in order to restart this, or do I have to exit the level? If you don't want to exit the level, you don't have to, and you don't have to die either, as far as I know. You can let the counter get back down to 0 and then try again. But however, you don't really need to exit the level. However, I myself might recommend you exiting the level simply because I've had a few glitches happen to me where even though the counter goes to 0, this one particular Draclet right here, it was kind of a funny glitch. I kind of wish I caught it. Like, he was there, but he continued to like float up into the air, like literally just floating up into the air. And
bug Draclets, great.
yeah, right. And so that was obviously glitched. So sometimes it is better, like if you're trying several times in a row, just to start the level over again. You know, exit the level and come back just to make sure you get a clean take at the trophy. And as you can see, that one Draclet there has not come back yet, and he finally has. So if the counter is down at 0, it seems like we can try again. Let me check my notes to see if there's anything else important I need to say. Talk to guy first. Do not interrupt your flight. Okay, so if you are... Something else I want to touch on is if you're waiting for the counter to go back to 0, and if you're wondering if you have to talk to this guy or not again, I kind of suggest you do. Just to 100% make sure that, you know, it's kind of like, okay, trophy, like we're starting over again. Thank you. You know, so I think if you talk to this guy, it will sort of like reset after the 0 count. I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on that. However, I would recommend it just to make sure all your bases are covered, because if you go and do the whole thing like perfect, and then, you know, the trophy doesn't pop up, it might be because you didn't talk to that guy first, which would really suck considering how hard it is to get this trophy. It's not that it's a... Now, I know I'm missing a lot, but I'm taking special care not to bump into any of them, even by accident. Yeah, okay, see, I already bumped into some. So I might be being overly careful, but I've seen too many comments of a lot of people getting frustrated because they supposedly did it perfect, but no trophy was still popping up. So, you know, it might be because you actually bumped into a Draclet and you didn't know you did. Or you thought you didn't, but you actually did.
Only harder.
We used to give guided tours
Yeah.
in these caves.
Yeah, it's just... This trophy is buggy. If I were to say.
Great.
Anyhow, gonna talk to this guy again. Counters back at 0. I think, just for anybody watching this later as a recorded version, I think I pretty much went over all the information, important information that I need to about this trophy. I'm just gonna reiterate again that you can fly through this thing as many times as you want to, take as many laps as you want to get the trophy. You just can't have anything interrupt your flight. So you have to make sure Spyro is constantly flying, he's not bumping into anything, including the Draclets, and you know, because any simple bump could possibly void you the trophy. And yeah, see, I just bumped into a Draclet and unfortunately that got it. So, and like I said, it might take you several times, several tries. That's okay. I think out of the 2 trophy sets from Spyro 1 and 2, this is probably the trophy that's gonna have you hung up, you know, the most. So,
We used to give.
so just be careful, make sure you're hitting all the check marks, talking to this guy, going through here, not bumping into anyone, you know, just staying par through the course. I think a Draclet was missing there, I'm not 100% sure. Oh god, look at that, that's glitched! Oh my gosh, I don't know if we'll get this with that glitchy part there. But hopefully we will. And this is okay. At least I had made 1 lap, supposedly without bumping anything. You gotta make sure that if the trophy doesn't pop, try again, because most likely you bumped into something. So, if there's any Draclet that I hope not to come back, it's definitely the swinging ones, because I hate those. And I just bumped into stuff, so. Alright, well at least that time I made a lap. So, the important thing here is you can still have, like, the counter going, but if you touch the ground, then you have to wait for it to go completely back to 0. Because, I mean, the trophy does not want you to touch the ground whatsoever. So, just be careful.
We used to give.
Alright.
Great.
So pretty much, guys, the rest of this
The
video
Draclets are happy to devour you. I mean, see you again.
yeah, right? Yeah, the rest of this video is basically just going to be of me trying to get this trophy. So, pretty much, if I helped you at all with any questions that you have had for this trophy, or you were curious about with this trophy, I hope I helped somebody out there, because I've seen a lot of videos out there on YouTube where they're simply nobody's talking about it. Like, nobody's actually talking about the conditions you need to do the trophy, or whatever, or they might mention one condition, but they won't mention another. So, I hope I'm here to mention all the conditions and all the possibilities of which might void you this trophy. So, I'm hoping this will help somebody, because I know sometimes, look at that glitch, man. Because I know sometimes, you're just looking for that one person to say the one thing, so, you know, so you hope you get the dang trophy. Because sometimes all it takes is for one person just to say that one tiny bit of information so you know what to do. So, Anyhow, for anyone who is basically either gonna stop watching the video at this point or just gonna continue to watch until I hit the trophy to top, then glad to have you on the video. Like this video if it has helped you. If it has not, tell me why preferably you didn't like this video. If you think anything I said was false, please let me know in the comments. Like I said before, don't take any of my words for, you know, like, order or whatever. But you know, I did my research. I try to get as much information as I can for you guys. And, you know, if this didn't help you and you're still having trouble with the trophy, like I said, maybe you just accidentally bumped something. I mean, even the Dracula itself, like, that could be the only thing I could think of that could possibly void you of this trophy. And as you can see, I still haven't bumped anything yet. But, you know, as long as I don't bump anything...
Draclets show no mercy. It's only right they have one of the hardest trophies.
Yeah, right? Alright, it looks like this is starting to glitch a little bit, so I'm going to exit the level and come back. Because as you saw, as I made a few laps there, some of the Draclets were not in their right placement. Like, they were like on the ceiling when they were supposed to be like on the ground. So, sometimes it's better after so many tries. I do not know if this happens to other people, but the Draclets tend to glitch a lot. Like, just in placement wise, or just like, they're just not there. Like, they're 17 when they're supposed to be 18. Like, we did it with my husband, where he went around and he counted, there were only 17 Draclets and not 18. So that's because of that one glitch I was talking about earlier, where the one Draclet just literally floated up into the air until it was gone. And I'm just like, that is so weird. Like, why? So, I'm trying to be...
They are sentient. They are harsh. They are evil.
Yes, exactly. Definitely. And, so yeah, if you're having glitches, I highly recommend just starting the level over again, so you have a clean slate to work with.
If you get on the catapult.
Yeah, other than that, just kind of keep trying and trying again. For the completionists out there, this is gonna suck. You know, it's not that it's necessarily hard, it's just ugly, you know? It's like, oh my gosh. Like, we don't like this Dracula trophy, that's for sure. But yeah, so, I don't know. I hope this has helped somebody. Feel free to discuss it in the comments, because, or you know, just tell me your troubles of what you've had, either in the original or here. I mean, I know in the original there weren't trophies, but like, I don't know, sometimes people like to put little challenges on themselves, and do you think that the remastered glitches more than the original? I personally think so. I mean, I don't remember a lot of glitches from the original. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because of the software or whatever. Maybe because it's, I don't know, like,
this is
harder.
helping me. After a rough day, I need a good laugh.
Aw, that's good. That's good. I'm really glad. I mean, trust me, before I did this video, like a few hours ago, I was not having a good day, and I just hope that this does help somebody in the way that it's helping you, you know,
We used to
and
give guided tours. Great.
you know,
Remember?
hopefully the Dracula's have their own way of keeping us all, I don't know, insane, I don't know. So, like I said, you don't have to get it all in one lap, but it is preferable if you do get them all in one lap, because then obviously they're all going to respawn, and it's not going to be fun. So, God. I hate these Dracula's like so much. Hey, well I got a lap. Damn, I have 51. Okay, well snap. Alright, alright. It's funny, when the numbers go up or whatever, I can feel my controller like vibrate. And it's like, oh gosh. I can feel them coming back. Oof. I almost bumped that. And I feel like eventually, after doing this so many times, you should get better at it, you know, because if you do things like this enough times, hopefully, you know, your hand starts to like remember movement and things like that, and you know, it's a little bit better. Alright, so check it. See, that Dracula obviously is not supposed to be there, but he is. Part of me just wants it to become 0 because, like, my goodness. But sometimes, just doing as many laps as you want to with this crap can help. So, but just try to get your aim going. Man, I swear to goodness, I got that freaking Dracula, but I guess I did not. Look at that Dracula. He's not supposed to be there. Yeah, I swear, after a while it starts to just, like, you know, like, glitch on me. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe I don't know why he's doing that, to be honest.
After enough attempts, one of two things will happen. A, you will become a Dracula, or B, you will give up.
Yeah, that is true. But I sincerely want this trophy. I mean, come on. Like, literally, this trophy is the one trophy that is keeping me from a platinum. You know, and that is what's bugging me. The puns, the stupid puns. But yeah, it's just kind of, yeah, it's redonkulous. So, I don't know. It's kind of sucky though. Alright.
Haha, I see what you did there.
Yeah, right. I love that. Now, the other thing is, I don't really want to start Spyro 3 unless I get done with this freaking trophy. So, I don't know, like, I feel like...
It would be the Draclets that hold you back.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because I want to start 3 tonight, and, you know, so that's why I'm kind of doing this video now, as opposed to, later. But, yeah, so I'm just kind of like, come on, Dracula, let's just settle the score here, and, let's just say you just don't come back. So, I don't know. Alright. My hope is that my aim gets better, and that I start to, like, memorize where the Draclet placement comes into play. So, yeah, okay, trophy voided. Alright, so I'm gonna wait till it counts down to 0, gonna take a drink, and hopefully try again. But yeah, I don't know. Online, a lot of people seem to be having trouble with this dang trophy. I'm gonna check my phone real quick while this is going. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, whatever. So yeah, we're waiting down for that stupid counter to get down to 0. Hopefully this will not be a 3-hour video. That would suck. But at least anybody else out there, they would know that, hey,
We used to give guidance.
I don't,
Great.
I don't, you know, complete things very well on my first try. See, look at that glitch, man. Oh my gosh, because he was not in the right position, I could not get that stupid draglet. That kind of sucks. And see, these guys just popped down just now. And if you ask me, I think I'm having a rather good flight just now. Oh gosh, that's stupid. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna exit out of the level to refresh it because I see some glitches, and sometimes if the draglets are not in the right spot, you know, and you're starting to like memorize where they are and you're getting better at it, but then the glitch is like, yeah, no, we're gonna place them like somewhere else randomly, it's not gonna help you. So, you know, just reset the level. I know it's annoying, trust me, I hate it. It is super annoying. But I don't know. Maybe they will make a patch for it, maybe they won't make a patch for it, maybe they don't even know about it. Maybe nobody is telling these guys that this is happening in their game. I don't know. You know, I don't know how this whole correcting glitches stuff work. You know, before I would just play games and I didn't even know what the word glitch meant until my husband told me. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then when I finally saw my first glitch ever, I was like, oh, that's what a glitch is. Something that happens in the game, but it's not really supposed to happen. So, okay. I mean, and that might not be the right definition, but, you know, that's what I pretty much thought it was. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, so... Alrighty then. And in case I haven't said this before, I mean, people have probably already fast-forwarded or something like that. But, I have the permanent super flame. Theoretically, you would think that would help you, but it seems just about the same. You know, it is better with the, aiming and whatnot, I guess. But in a way, I feel like your regular flame gave you sort of like a triangular, you know, I don't know, like, there's a word I'm searching for, radius, I guess, triangular radius or whatever, and I felt like sometimes when you got close, you had a good chance of hitting them, but I don't know, I guess with the super flame, I can see, you know, circular, you know, things around. Oh my goodness, why do I keep falling down here? It's ridiculous. So I don't know. Maybe your super flame has just as much, you know, power around it as it does your regular flame. So I'm not entirely sure, but you know, I'm not the one to super analyze game mechanics. I'm just here playing and enjoying the game mostly. But yeah, I don't know about that. But if anybody does know about that, then I guess just
We used to give guided.
you know,
Great.
inform me, I guess. All right, take a quick drink here. Also, if you hear a cat in the background, that is my annoying cat named Ripto. He is yeah. He is just annoying. He's the one cat I got from Okinawa, and sometimes he can be a pain in the butt. So, come on, hand memory. Yes, so I hear you. I mean, I want to hear you, but I hear you. Oh my god, we have 17. Oh my god! Ugh. Now we're getting up in those numbers. Oh my goodness. That was a good flight besides the fact of me missing some. Yeah, so.
You have saved
Oh
us
my
all
gosh,
from a
I
grisly
got
fate.
the trophy.
Please accept this orb as a small token of our
And I got the
thanks.
platinum. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. La, 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 yes. Haha. Okay. All right. So if you guys follow the conditions, like I said, if you guys talk to that guy, if you guys make as many laps as you want to, but you don't bump into anything, including the Draclets themselves, don't touch the ground, don't do any of that nonsense. You don't have to die to reset it again, although that could be something you can do if you want to, but I think maybe exiting the level is probably a little bit better option because you know for a fact it just kind of like resets. Yeah, just make sure you're doing your flight, nothing interrupts it, and you should get the trophy just as I did. So if you watched this video and it helped you, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate the feedback. If you guys have any problems or any questions, further questions, let me know, and hopefully I will be able to get back to you. But otherwise, I think, honestly, compared to all the other tries that I've done for doing Draculets, I think that was a decent amount of tries, and it wasn't as many as I thought it was going to be. So, like I said, it's almost like practice, and so you kind of get like a memory of okay, Draculet here, Draculet there, and you sort of like get into this like hand memory kind of thing where you're just like, okay, I know where to turn, I know where to hit and stuff. So, anyway, sorry, really happy. That was the last trophy. As you saw, I got the platinum in this one. So, happy to help. Like and subscribe. And if you would like to follow me on Twitter, I will have that in the description later. And, yeah, just thanks guys for being here. I will see you guys tonight for Spyro 3. We're gonna start that, and I am super excited about that. I make videos every day, so be sure to hit that bell and make sure you know when my next video is coming out. Anyway, thanks for being here guys. Bye.